Hey, you ever walk into like a school event or maybe a new club meeting or even just a totally different part of the building and kind of think, okay, what's the deal here? What am I supposed to
Oh,
do?
totally. It could feel a bit like you're trying to figure out a puzzle, but you don't have all the pieces right.
Exactly. Well, imagine if you had like the cheat sheet. If all the expectations were just laid out clear as day for everyone, that's kind of the clarity we're going to explore today.
Yeah, think about how much easier things are when you know what's expected. In class, in the hallways, even online these days.
Right. It cuts out the guesswork, you feel more confident, and honestly, it just makes the whole place feel, I don't know, better for actually learning and hanging out.
And that leads us right into what we're really digging into today. This thing called the behavior matrix.
We've got a really cool example from one school and some great ideas about why, good conduct and discipline are so fundamental.
So our mission, basically, is to unpack this behavior matrix, see how it works, and get why having these clear expectations and a fair kind of protective space is super important, especially when you're navigating middle school.
Okay, so let's pause for a sec. Why are clear expectations and a fair environment so important, especially, like you said, in middle school?
Well, when you actually understand what's expected in different situations, it's like having a map, you know?
Yeah.
It lets you focus your energy on learning, on growing, instead of constantly trying to figure out the rules of the road all the time.
That makes so much sense. It's like playing a game where everyone knows the rules and what the goal is. The game just flows better.
Exactly. And that feeds into that sense of fairness. When things are clear, everyone knows what positive behavior looks like.
Yeah.
Fewer surprises, fewer, misunderstandings about what's okay and what's not.
Yeah, no gotcha
Right.
moments.
And that predictability, that actually helps create a feeling of safety.
Ah.
Well, when you know what to expect and you see it applied consistently, you just feel more secure, more comfortable being yourself, maybe. You're not constantly worrying about messing up by accident.
That's huge. And it's not just about like avoiding trouble, is it? We looked at some material on the importance of good conduct, and it called good conduct and discipline the bedrocks for living together respectfully.
That's a great way to put it. Bedrocks.
Yeah.
It's really about learning how to handle social situations in a positive way.
And this material highlighted that childhood and your school years are like the prime time to learn these good manners.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's not just about getting through the school day. It's about building habits, building skills that honestly help you everywhere in life.
For sure. It even said good manners make life smoother, more enjoyable. It's how we connect, make friends.
Build positive vibes,
Yeah.
basically.
Like a secret ingredient for getting along.
Okay, so keeping that in mind, why clear expectations and good conduct matter so much. Let's really look at this behavior matrix tool. Think of it as a practical guide.
Like, here's what positive behavior looks like here, and here, and here.
Exactly. And the example we saw lays it out for all the key spots in a school. You've got the classroom, hallways, cafeteria, bathroom.
Gym, bus area, school events, even the virtual classroom. Basically everywhere you might find yourself.
And for all these places, the matrix seems to focus on three big ideas: invent solutions, model respect, and stay safe.
Okay, let's break those down. How about we start with the classroom? What does invent solutions mean there?
So the example suggests things like be brave and investigate, which sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, what does that mean in practice?
I think it means like try to figure things out yourself first. If you're stuck on a math problem, maybe look back at the notes or ask a friend nearby before you immediately put your hand up.
Oh, I get it. Being proactive, taking some initiative.
Exactly. It helps you become more independent, a better problem solver. You're not just waiting for answers, you're actively trying to find them.
Okay, cool. Then model respect in the classroom. What does that involve?
Well, some really key stuff, like actually listening when other people are talking, sharing things fairly, thinking about your tone of voice, the words you choose.
Uh-huh. Basic consideration.
Right, and even cleaning up your space. It's all part of making it a good place for everyone to learn, where people feel, valued.
That connects right back to that idea of good social behavior, doesn't it? Being aware of others.
Totally. A matrix even mentions putting away electronic devices. That's a huge sign of respect for the teacher and the lesson happening.
Gotcha. And the last one for the classroom, stay safe. What does that look like?
Pretty straightforward things, actually. Stay seated when you can. Keep hands and body to yourself. Be aware of your surroundings. It's about physical safety, but also like emotional safety, making sure everyone can focus without feeling weird or distracted.
Okay, that makes sense for the classroom. Let's move out into the hallways. How does invent solutions work there?
So here, it's more about things like using an inside voice. appropriate language.
Yeah.
Knowing when you maybe need to tell an adult about something you see.
So taking responsibility for keeping things calm and orderly.
Yeah, exactly. Contributing to that positive flow.
And model respect in the hallways.
Things like using your passing time well, lining up quietly when you need to, not leaving trash around,
Yeah.
following directions from staff, basically being considerate of everyone moving around.
Right, because hallways can get chaotic fast.
They sure can, which makes stay safe really important there too.
What does that involve?
Just simple, clear stuff. Walk on the right side, and again, keep hands and body to yourself. Prevents bumps, jams, accidents.
Okay, clear enough. Let's head to the cafeteria. Invent solutions. Lunchtime problem solving.
Sort of. It means using an inside voice there too, waiting your turn patiently in line, being aware of people around you, even having positive chats.
Oh, so it's not about being silent, it's about contributing positively.
Exactly. Then model respect in the cafeteria is about things like, eating where you're supposed to, cleaning up your own mess.
Picking up your tray, throwing stuff away.
Right. And showing respect for the cafeteria workers. Taking ownership of the space and appreciating the people who keep it running.
Makes sense. And stay safe in the cafeteria.
Again, keep hands and body to yourself.
Yeah.
Sit properly at the tables. Just basic safety in a busy, often crowded place.
Okay, what about the bathroom? How do these apply there? Invent solutions.
It's about thinking ahead, maybe letting an adult know if the soak's out or if there's a spill. Setting a good example by keeping it tidy yourself.
So being proactive about the space.
Yeah.
And model respect.
Waiting your turn if you need to. Respecting privacy, that's a big one. Flushing. Taking care of the facilities, not wasting paper towels.
Just being considerate in a shared kind of personal space.
Exactly. And stay safe. And the bathroom includes good hygiene, making sure the floor is clear, reporting any issues. Pretty standard health and safety stuff.
All right, let's hit the gym. Invent solutions in a gym setting.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's about anticipating things, maybe working together with classmates on a strategy for a game, brainstorming ideas during activities.
So being an active, thinking participant.
You got it. And model respect in the gym.
Taking care of the equipment, I bet.
Definitely. Also, including everyone, avoiding unnecessary contact, waiting your turn, really listening to the coach, being a good sport, basically.
Yeah, teamwork and respect. And stay safe in the gym must be important too.
Super important. Following safety rules, listening to the coach, being aware of where everyone is, knowing emergency procedures. It's an active space, so safety's key.
Okay, almost there. What about the bus landing area? Lots of coming and going there.
Right. So Invent Solutions is about thinking ahead, knowing your bus schedule, having your stuff ready, asking an adult if you're confused about anything.
Planning ahead. And model respect.
Respecting the drivers, respecting other students, being mindful of their space and stuff, using appropriate language, keeping things calm during that busy transition.
And stay safe at the bus landing.
Being aware of traffic, knowing emergency plans, moving safely, letting an adult know if you see any safety issues.
Okay, how about school functions, assemblies, events?
For Invent Solutions there, it's about reporting concerns to the adults in charge, asking questions if you're unsure about what's happening or what to do.
Gotcha. And model respect.
Using an appropriate voice level, listening when it's time to listen, like during announcements or presentation.
Yeah, not talking when someone's presenting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Respecting peers, property, any guests.
Makes sense. And stay safe at functions.
Being aware of surroundings, knowing emergency plans, moving purposefully, and definitely avoiding any negative stuff like bullying.
All right, last one, and it's a big one these days. The virtual classroom. Invent solutions online.
Yeah. This has its own unique things, like using the chat box for actual questions or relevant comments, not just random stuff, logging in on time.
Telling the teacher if your tech isn't working.
Right. Keeping your login safe. And finding a quiet spot to learn, away from distractions.
That last one can be tough, but important. Okay, model respect online.
Muting your mic when you're not talking, huge one. Wearing school-appropriate clothes if you're on camera. Trying to minimize background noise.
Speaking clearly, listening to others.
Using positive body language if you're visible. Doing your own work honestly, staying engaged. It's about showing you're present and respectful, even through a screen.
And finally, stay safe in the virtual classroom.
Using positive, respectful language online. Showing empathy. Checking with the teacher before using outside websites or resources.
Staying on task on approved sites.
Exactly. Basically maintaining a safe and focused learning environment online. just like you would in the building.
Wow. Okay. Laying it all out like that. You really see how this matrix covers, like, everything, both in person and online.
Absolutely. And seeing it broken down like this shows how it gives that clear, consistent framework for positive behavior everywhere in school.
Which, going back to what we said earlier, helps make things feel more predictable, fairer for everybody.
For sure. And it's really not just about, staying out of trouble when everyone gets these expectations and tries to follow them.
It helps everyone feel safer, more respected.
Exactly. More comfortable. Which leads to a better atmosphere for actually learning and connecting.
And like that other source mentioned, the good habits, the manners you practice now, they really are valuable later on for success, for relationships.
Yeah, it called good conduct a sure key to success.
Yeah.
Helps you make friends, earn respect. It's foundational stuff.
So let's wrap this up. The behavior matrix,
Yeah.
it's basically a super helpful tool for making school expectations really clear.
Right. It helps build that fair, supportive environment where you know what's expected no matter where you are in the school.
And practicing that good conduct, the stuff outlined in the matrix, it's not just about rules. It helps you, it helps your classmates, it helps the whole school community.
Which kind of leads to a final thought for you, the listener. Think about one specific place in your school. Maybe it is the busy hallway or the lunchroom or even how you interact online.
Could you be just a little more mindful of the expectations there? What's maybe one small change you could make? Think about how that little shift might positively impact not just your own experience, but everyone else's around you too.
Yeah. How do clear expectations help everyone, do better and feel better at school? Something to chew on.